In a clash between a polar bear and an African buffalo, we witness a battle of sheer power, resilience, and primal fury. Both of these colossal animals are renowned for their strength and tenacity. Dominating their respective domains, the polar bear as the king of the Arctic ice, and the African buffalo as one of the most dangerous inhabitants of the savanna. While these two titans would never meet in the wild, imagining a confrontation in a neutral environment creates an epic, if not entirely fictional, scenario that ignites the imagination. This hypothetical showdown is not just about raw power but about contrasting strategies, survival instincts, and the will to fight against overwhelming odds. The polar bear, or Ursus maritimus, is the largest land carnivore on Earth, with adult males weighing between 900 to 1.500 pounds and standing up to 10 feet tall when rearing on their hind legs. Built for power and endurance, these bears possess a thick layer of blubber and dense fur, providing both insulation against the cold and a form of natural armor against bites and slashes. Their claws, which can grow over 3 inches long, are sharply curved and designed to grip slippery ice as well as to disembowel prey with terrifying efficiency. In a fight, these claws become lethal weapons, capable of tearing through thick hides and muscle in a single swipe. Complementing this arsenal is a powerful bite, estimated at around 1.200 pounds per square inch (psi), enabling the bear to crack open skulls and rib cages with ease. Beyond sheer power, polar bears are surprisingly agile for their size. On land, they can sprint at speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, and in water, they use their large paws like paddles, making them exceptional swimmers. Their sense of smell is among the best in the animal kingdom, capable of detecting prey from nearly a mile away and even through thick layers of ice. This keen sense is crucial for survival in a world where food is scarce and must be hunted with methodical precision. Polar bears are solitary by nature, living alone for most of their lives except during mating or when a mother raises her cubs. This isolation has honed a disposition of self-reliance and fearless aggression. With no natural predators in their Arctic habitat, adult males operate without fear of anything but starvation or environmental hazards. When a polar bear engages in combat, it does so with the intent to kill swiftly and decisively, minimizing the risk of injury that could jeopardize its ability to hunt. In stark contrast stands the African buffalo, or Cincerus kaffir, often called the Black Death by hunters for its reputation as one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. Adult males can weigh between 1.000 to 2.000 pounds, putting them on par with or even heavier than the average polar bear. Their bodies are built for brute strength, with thick, muscled necks supporting massive heads crowned by a pair of sharp, curved horns. These horns, sometimes spanning over 40 inches across, are designed not just for show but for deadly combat. The base of the horns, called the boss, is a thick, fused section of bone capable of absorbing massive impacts without breaking. In a fight, a charging buffalo can deliver a blow with enough force to flip a lion or shatter bones. Buffaloes are also incredibly resilient. Their hides are thick and scarred from countless battles with lions, crocodiles, and even human hunters. A wounded buffalo is notorious for doubling back on its pursuer, hiding in dense brush only to ambush with a lethal charge when least expected. Their endurance is immense, allowing them to continue fighting even with grievous injuries that would incapacitate most other animals. In a herd, buffaloes are even more dangerous, known to form defensive circles with horns facing outward to repel predators. And they have been documented chasing off prides of lions with sheer aggression and unity. But in this hypothetical scenario, we pit one lone buffalo against the polar bear, creating a battle of solitary powerhouses, each accustomed to facing threats alone. The battleground is neutral. Imagine a cold steppe or a tundra-like plain, with patches of snow and sparse trees. A chill in the air but not enough to disadvantage the buffalo fatally. The polar bear, white-furred and colossal, prowls cautiously, its breath steaming in the icy air. In the distance, the buffalo, black and massive, snorts clouds of vapor, hooves pawing at the frozen ground, eyes dark with defiance. The first contact would be explosive. The buffalo, likely to perceive the bear as a predator, might lower its head and charge, hooves pounding against the earth, horns aimed to gore. The polar bear, no stranger to large and dangerous prey, would rear up, powerful forelimbs spread wide, roaring a challenge that reverberates across the plain. In this initial collision, speed and timing are everything. A direct hit from the buffalo's horns could puncture deep into the bear's side, causing catastrophic internal damage. Conversely, if the bear manages to sidestep and bring its claws down on the buffalo's neck or spine, the impact could sever tendons or even snap vertebrae. If the buffalo connects, the force could send the polar bear staggering, ribs cracked or pierced, blood staining its white fur. Yet, if the bear maintains balance, it might counter by seizing the buffalo's neck or head, powerful jaws crushing through thick hide and muscle. The buffalo's horns, however, are not just weapons but shields. Swinging its head, the buffalo could break the bear's grip, cutting deep gashes with the tips of its horns. The sheer weight and power behind each head swing could shatter bones or send the bear tumbling. The fight, if prolonged, would descend into a brutal war of attrition. The polar bear, though immensely powerful, is built for short bursts of extreme force, ambushes that end quickly and decisively. The buffalo, by contrast, has stamina honed by years of fending off lions and other predators. Blood would splatter the snow, steam rising from open wounds, each breath from the combatants a plume of vapor in the cold air. A key factor would be endurance. If the buffalo could survive the initial onslaught, avoiding lethal bites and swipes, it might wear down the bear with repeated charges and horn thrusts. The bear's thick fur and blubber offer some protection, but each successful horn strike risks internal damage that could drain strength rapidly. The buffalo's ability to absorb punishment is well documented, with some individuals fighting off multiple lions simultaneously, continuing to battle even while bleeding profusely. In the end, the outcome would hinge on a single, decisive moment. If the bear lands a killing bite on the neck or crushes the skull with a swipe, the buffalo's fate would be sealed. But if the buffalo manages a direct, full-force charge, horns spearing into vital organs, the bear could be incapacitated swiftly. Either way, the battlefield would be a grim spectacle of blood, snow, and torn fur, a reminder of the raw brutality that governs nature's apex predators. This hypothetical showdown, while improbable in reality, underscores a fundamental truth about nature's titans. Survival is a matter of not just power but endurance, strategy, and the will to fight on despite the odds. In the realm of speculation, this battle between a polar bear and an African buffalo remains an open question, a haunting, savage scenario that captures the imagination of anyone who has ever wondered what would happen when unstoppable force meets unyielding resistance.